Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going over the Raw review. And today's Monday Night Raw episode was pretty okay. But anyway, before we get into this video, big thumbs up down below, hit the subscribe button, and turn post notifications on if you are new, so you can get every notification when I post a video, which is mostly every single day. But anyway, let's hop into today's video. The show started off with recaps of literal last week. Why are we showing recaps of last week? Have no idea. Maybe because WWE likes showing recaps of last week. And this was like the longest recap thing of all time. This was longer than the SummerSlam recaps, which are normally pretty long because their SummerSlam recaps showing the recaps of the PLEs. But why are we recapping what happened last week, even though we know that Seth Rollins celebrated his World Heavyweight Championship victory? I don't know, something with Roman Reigns, well, I don't understand it, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand why they had recaps. The show got rolling. Michael Cole informed us that the Women's World Heavyweight Championship match would be canceled because Naomi is not medically cleared. They didn't really specify what type of injury she said that she has, but they just said she's not medically cleared. So hopefully, Stephanie oh my god, Naomi's messing me up with Stephanie Velcro. Stephanie Vaquer get her match at Clash in Paris, and Io didn't get her match. So I don't know. Wonder what the problem is with Naomi, but we'll find out later. But the show did kick off with the Cult of Personality, CM Punk, and he had a lot of things to say. He said, "It's good to be in a Monday in Quebec City, or what?" Punk said, "I should be world champion right now and representing this company and you guys too, but I'm not. I have a Seth Rollins problem. I climbed the mountain and became champion for the first time in 12 years. Seth, you don't have to pretend you're to be injured anymore, because I'm going to break your legs." And yeah, he literally just threatened a person that he's going to break someone's legs, which, by the way, I think that's a crime. I could be wrong. I think that's assault. But LA Knight, I Wanna Be Your Dad came out and decided to give some words to him but first shaking his hand, looking him dead in the eyes, and say, "Yeah, I respect you." I'm not exactly sure what they saying. I think they were saying some kind of stuff, but I don't really know what they're talking about. And by the way, why is CM Punk saying so close to his stomach, bro? Like what? That's not even a normal handshake, bro. LA Knight said, "You were screwed by Seth and you deserve your rematch, but last week was the wrong place and wrong time." And he says, "We don't have a problem. I don't want a problem with you, but you can get your rematch after I get my rematch." So basically threatening Seth or CM Punk that LA Knight better get his rematch before CM Punk gets his rematch. Punk says, "You should be thanking me for saving your life last week." After Punk also said, "Did you think you would become world champion after your head got stomped into the cement?" Which, by the way, he is right. Punk should be thanked by LA Knight, because if it wasn't for CM Punk, LA Knight's face would still be in wherever. What city were they in that last week? Brooklyn. LA Knight's face would still be in the cement floor of the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. That's where his face would be. But CM Punk decided to save him and decided not to give LA Knight a headache in the morning. LA Knight said, "I'll do you a favor. When I beat Seth Rollins, you're going to be my first successful title defense." And, yeah, that was crazy. And Punk's basically said, "What do you do you me a favor?" The Vision comes out with the the Oracle, Paul Heyman, and the future of WWE, Braun Breaker, with the Shoe of Follow Man, the Tribal Thief, Bronson Reed. Heyman says, "Don't get in favorable business with CM Punk. It will cost you years of everything. Your career, your life, and everything. Even your tribal chief." Which, by the way, Paul Heyman, I thought you betrayed me. You betrayed Roman Reigns. What do you mean you're tribal chief, bro? What you mean you're tribal chief? Punk said, well, someone's getting punched in the face tonight, and it will be something. And then it's basically set up the tag team match that was in the main event to the Monday Night Raw tonight. By the way, Braun Breaker is hilarious. He said, what are you going to do? You're 47. You combined ages, you're like 100. Which, by the way, Braun Breaker, it's hilarious. Also, I thought this was... I'm tripping, bro. I thought this was an umbrella. Oh, my gosh. I'm getting old. But anyway, I thought that was hilarious. And Bronson Reed, the tribal thief and the shoe follow holder, had to stop the future of the company, who is 10 shades darker than his normal skin color. We cannot go without a Monday Night Raw without having a Judgment Day Playhouse segment, because we saw El Grande Americano in the Judgment Day's clubhouse, because he had the tag team match with the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, Dominic Mysterio. Finn asked Dom, what are you doing with him? Dom says, I'm using him for my advantage for tonight and at Triple Mania to get the AAA Mega Championship, which, by the way, Dominic better win that Triple Mania, AAA Mega Championship, because, listen, man, 2-belt Dom doesn't sound bad in my books. Also, Finn said that's a smart idea. But Finn, I see this right here, buddy. Well, I see what this is, buddy. Oh, watch me, baseball bat. Did you take some more months off of tag more months onto Liv Morgan's shoulder injury? Boom! You definitely hit her. I'm joking. I don't actually know. Maybe she did. I don't know, man. Or isn't that the bet you used to take Naomi out? AJ Styles come out for the tag team match with him taking on him and Dragon Lee taking on El Grande Americano and Dominic Mysterio. Continental Champion of all time, Dominic Mysterio's entrance with that greatest luchador mask that's ever been invented in the history of all luchador, and the King of Luchadors. Can't forget about Dominic's King of Luchador thing. By the way, just beautiful. His skeleton is purple, by the way. The tag team match started with AJ and Dominic in the ring, and Dominic sadly got kneed to the back after AJ picked him up and slammed him on his knee back. El Grande Americano and Dragon Lee got in the ring. Dragon Lee did a flying dive off the top rope, and they're doing this crazy scissors twisting thing, scissors head thing to El Grande Americano, sending him across the thing into O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Oh! Dragon Lee's moveset's absolutely awesome, including this kick straight to the chest of El Grande Americano. Allegedly, Ludwig Kaiser. Allegedly, Ludwig. Allegedly, Kaiser. Allegedly, Marcel. Allegedly, Rizlord. Allegedly, Ludwigler. Okay. But Dominic had enough of Dragon Lee messing up El Grande Americano's chest, so he threw him into the steel steps, sending him flying across to the ringside. The King of Luchadors couldn't go out on mask, so he put the mask on and decided to put Dragon Lee into a little chokehold, showing him why he's the true King of Luchadors and that Rey Mysterio Jr. is the GOAT. And he delivered a nasty dropkick that actually looked like it really did hit Dragon Lee's face. It looked like he completely destroyed his face. So, by the way, can someone please check on Dragon Lee's face? Come on. Yeah. Sadly, El Grande Americano got feet to the chest after Dragon Lee did that jumping jump. I don't even know what this move's called. I just call it the jumping stabby thing because it literally impales your chest in. AJ Styles took out Dominic over the barricade. He also took out Cameraman, and let me just tell you, that Cameraman better be paying extra, or he's the future world champion of WWE, one or the other. But please, just tell me my dirty Dominic's okay. AJ Styles to get some offense on El Grande Americano by giving him a flying clothesline straight to the side of the head. Crazy thing where he basically monkey flipped Dominic onto AJ to get him with the Styles Clash. But sadly, fortunately, Dominic Mysterio was saved because AJ, instead of pinning him, tried and let Dragon Lee to finish the match off, which didn't work out in their favor. Because as soon as Dragon Lee got to the top rope, he got launched off the top rope by El Grande Americano and went flying to another dimension and went into the crowd. No, I don't think he did, but he almost landed. He almost went in the crowd if he jumped. But AJ was too smart for that and hit El Grande Americano with the moonsault drop DDT, I think it's called. I don't really know. I don't know if the Springboard moonsault DDT type thing on El Grande Americano, which, by the way, El Grande Americano had to feel bad on his head. As El Grande Americano got a second to breathe, he had to reach down in his singlet to find it. By the way, he had to actually dig down deep inside. I think it fell a little bit. This man better be wearing some underwear or something under there, because that man got that, but it must smell funny, you don't say? He had a deep down in there too. He was digging for gold. And the worst part about it is Dom had it in his head, so when he put on his King of Luchadors match, he hit AJ Styles with a smelly, stinky metal plate that hit AJ right across the jaw, letting El Grande Americano roll him up for the 1, 2, 3. And your winners are El Grande Americano and the Dirty Dominic Mysterio. So let's go. By the way, Dom, check your forehead if you got pimples, because that was down in El Grande Americano's privates. I would honestly check it. Since we were in Sami Zayn territory in Quebec City, Quebec, even though he's from Montreal, it's still Quebec is literally Sami Zayn's territory. The crowd was hyped for Sami Zayn's entrance. Was talking to GM Adam Pearce was sad how her match with Naomi was canceled and she was promised a World Heavyweight Championship match. And Adam Pearce was saying, I know. But the Judgment Day came in, chalked some trash about how Naomi was going to beat Io anyway, which led in making Adam Pearce making a match between Io Sky and Roxanne Perez later tonight. Sami Zayn took on Rusev for who honestly knows reasons, but Rusev did get some punches to Sami Zayn's head, acting like Sami Zayn was nothing but a munchkin. Zayn decided to put his crotch inside of in the face of Rusev's face, decided to punch him in the head a couple times too, while sniffing the. When Rusev was on the outside, that let Sami Zayn hit that little thing that Sabu used to do, where he used to use his legs, bounce his legs off the top rope and do that moonsault thing. Don't know what it's called. I've seen it before, but he hit it on Rusev and it's a Sabu thing. Sami Zayn was all primed up and ready for the Helluva Kick, but Rusev hit him right inside the jaw for the Machka Kick. I love the Machka Kick, by the way. The Machka Kick is a great finisher, by the way. That would be an awesome finisher. A 250-plus pound dude running at you and hit you right across the jaw. Full power, full everything. And that knocks you out. That should be a finish. To make fun of Rusev's rival in Sheamus, Rusev hit the 10 beats of the Bodhrán on Sami Zayn's chest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Sami Zayn's chest was all red and pale. That would be the opposite. It would be red. That's my bad. Messed up on there. By the way, actually, I'll talk kind of about the Exploder Suplex, like always. But as Sami Zayn was about to hit the Helluva Kick, he got pulled out by the MFTs and JC Mateo and Tonga Loa. And the match called it off, and it was no, and Sami Zayn won because of disqualification. My man, Solo Sikoa, who we got tickets, came in with his MFTs too. Wow, I just said that. Anyway, Tala Tonga hit Sami Zayn right in the side of the face. As the MFTs were handling Sami Zayn's business and security was making sure that the MFTs got away, Sheamus finally got some of Rusev tonight after hitting Rusev with the kneecapper straight to the jaw. They started fighting into the crowd. We got Kurt Angle's son right there. And all I can think about is since they were fighting in the crowd, probably backstage, I think actually they just came through my room right now and went through my wall. That's pretty crazy. What's up, Sheamus? I think this might be leading to a Clash in Paris match. I could be wrong, though. I probably am and just wishing this because I feel like this would be a great match to have at Clash in Paris. As you can see, the New Day are still grieving about their loss of the Tag Team Championships, even though they lost them like 2 months ago, I think. Or a month ago. How long ago when they lost the titles? It feels like forever ago at this point. But they were basically complaining about how Penta literally wore that ginormous hat that Xavier Woods had and threw it. Then they said that he should be banned for wearing hats. By the way, being banned for wearing hats is a crazy thing. Crazy. Though Penta doesn't really need it because he wears a mask and he doesn't really need to pay a hat unless they build a hat inside the mask or around them. I don't know. I'm yapping at this point. But still, New Day, stop grieving. You're on like your, what? Like 7th? Oh, wait, I get what they're doing. 7 stages of grievance. It hasn't been 7 weeks. I feel like I've been like 25 weeks. The way, acknowledged the tribal thief. He cut a promo basically saying that he's going to take every single shoes and add to a collection of the shoe of Fala, and it's going to be every Roman Reigns shoe known to mankind. And I acknowledge you, my tribal thief. By Io Sky versus Roxanne Perez, because this match was absolute heat. This handstand thing for a second, and when I clicked on this picture, I really thought this was something else for a second. I said, what is he doing? But then I realized what it was. It was the headstand thing to get out the scissors lock out of the on her chest. Picture perfect drop kick. Roxanne Perez give an uppercut to the back of Io Sky, making Io go into the ropes and maybe cut her throw a little bit on. Roxanne was on the top rope. She jumped off, tried to do this thing to Io Sky, but Io caught her in a drop kick. Another drop kick. By the way, love the blue around it. Love the blue. Just beautiful blue. We saw another missile drop kick from Io Sky, and this time from the top rope for a missile drop kick on Roxanne Perez, and Roxanne Perez did not see it coming, getting hit right in the chest. Roxanne Perez was done being beaten up a lot, so she did that cartwheel, knees to the back of the head of Io Sky, which looked nasty, by the way. Not as nasty as another move in the match, but still pretty nasty. Roxanne Perez moved out of the bullet train as Io was going for it, and her knees hit straight on the turnbuckle. As Io Sky was getting up from the bullet train, Roxanne Perez came out of nowhere with a shining wizard straight to the face for the 1-2. Ooh! Don't know why Roxanne Perez tried to pin her with it, even though she's never, used that move ever, and literally tried to win with that. Don't know why. And I cross arm, or whatever this thing is, where you put the, I don't even know, the yes lock, the thing that Edge used, I forget what it's called. There's like the bank statement. There's like 25 billion different names for this. I'm just gonna call it like the lapel lock. Even though I don't believe that the lapel lock, I can't remember it, or with the Chris Benoit one, or the guy who shall not be named. But anyway, she put Io in it, and Io almost tapped out, but Io fought out of it. Io hit that fairy tale ending type thing into a backbreaker. Was pretty sick to look like, kind of the SVB, but not really the Stephanie Vaquer bomb, because the Stephanie Vaquer bomb is a package power driver position, but a knee to the back of the back. As Roxanne was covering down, or was recovering from the outside of the ring by Raquel Rodriguez, Io Sky decided to hit a springboard, a moonsault on both Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. As Io was trying to go for her patented moonsault, she accidentally messed up. I don't know what was supposed to happen here. Like, I looked like Roxanne was trying to get her feet up, but then as Io was trying to land perfectly without actually injuring herself. But I think either Roxanne was too far out of the middle of the ring for this to work, because Io Sky literally dropped her knees and foot on cross Roxanne Perez's chest. I thought it was her face, because it looked like right in her face. But I think it was because, now looking at it, it looks like Roxanne was a little bit too far to where Io could extend her, get her legs. I feel like if she was a little bit closer, right here, this move would have gone perfectly, and Io would have hit Roxanne's boot and her feet. Actually, I'm pretty sure Io's feet would probably have landed here, and this move would have been way safer than it ended up actually being. I think Roxanne was a little too far out. Now I'm thinking about it, but maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. It was a botch, but it looked disgusting. And I'm pretty sure Io tried to pin her with it too. I would too. The Kabuki Warriors and Io Sky and Kairi Sane grabbed Roxanne Perez. Then Io tried to hit Roxanne Perez, but she moved out of the way. She stopped before hitting the Kabuki Warriors, but Roxanne pushed Io into the Kabuki Warriors, letting Roxanne roll Io up for the 1, 2, 3. And Roxanne surprisingly won the match, which left the Kabuki Warriors upset that they lost. For Becky Lynch to defend her Women's Intercontinental Championship against Maxine Dupri. Again, LA Knight's brother, or sister, my bad. I forgot. I was meant to say Maxine Dupri's brother as LA Knight. That's what. And we saw the man has come around. By the way, this song is already growing on me. This is already growing on me. I already like it. By the way, is that Becky Lynch smiling? I don't know. By the way, I already love this whole presentation. I love the entrance. Love the song. And I love the man has come around. Bullying Maxine Dupri by shoulder tackling her a bunch of times, where Maxine landed in the middle of the Slim Jim logo. Becky had Maxine in the corner, stomping her out like LA Knight would. I guess Maxine didn't get that thing from, her parents. Because, LA Knight definitely got that from their parents, right? Come on. It's still kayfabe. Technically, LA Knight and Maxine Dupri are still siblings in the kayfabe world. Cannot convince me they're not. And somehow ended up getting her comeback moves, hitting her comeback moves on Becky Lynch, even hitting our crossbody from the top rope, which was so very surprising. Maxine Dupri rolled up Becky Lynch, but then Becky Lynch reversed into another roll, but grabbed the rope. But before the referee counted 3, he literally saw Becky Lynch, his hand on the rope, so the pin wasn't good, man. It was not a good pin. Becky ended up putting Maxine Dupri into the disarm her, and she tapped out. Maxine Dupri tapped out. And Becky Lynch is still your Women's Crown Champion. Yeah. We got Becky Lynch's husband, as she likes to say, celebrating, and basically said, I thought I was going to come to this trash city and have a CM Punk problem, but LA Knight has a CM Punk problem, and And now they have a Braun problem. Now I'm out of here. I'm onto the jet home, onto a jet home. Boys, stack some bodies. By the way, Seth, I don't know if you can say that on live TV by stacking some bodies. But yeah, he doesn't have a CM Punk problem anymore because CM Punk and LA Knight have a Braun problem now. Bayley had a promo about how she was feeling. She said, I want more, but I feel less, which is kind of weird to say. And I feel like all of this is my fault. And then she completely utterly snapped. We heard a Joker type maniacal laugh, which means we're getting Joker, Bayley. Come on, let's go, Joker Bayley, everyone. No, I actually know. All I know is I can feel a broken heel Bayley coming. Let's go! Stephanie Vacker just reminded Io Sky that she was also promised a world title match too. That's literally all she said. I was promised a match too, and she walked away. By the way, Miles Bourne is a lucky dude. Not gonna lie. Rhea Ripley said to Io Sky, do not trust the Kabuki Warriors. Do not trust them because you don't got friends in this business except Rhea Ripley. That's bad. I don't even know. But she just basically said just don't trust the Kabuki Warriors. Which, by the way, that's very good advice. If you have eyes, and if you have eyes and you're not blind, or you can see the screen properly, it says Drew McIntyre addresses his attack of Cody Rhodes. This will definitely be the setup to the Clash in Paris match where we have Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Championship, which means Drew McIntyre better win. I'm the D1 biggest Cody Rhodes glazer of all time. And I want Cody Rhodes to lose because I think he should take a break. First off, hold on. No, time out. I need to talk about something. Alan Owens Wrestling, a YouTube channel, he posted there. I saw a video of him. I can't tell if it's a troll video, but if it's not a troll video, he's unwonderfully lost that man's mind. Alan Owens just lost his mind because he literally said that Cody Rhodes better defend the title this week or he should vacate it. He just won the thing. What you mean? He said he should have been in tag team matches. I don't know. I think he's lost his mind. What you mean? Cody Rhodes should, if he doesn't defend it on the next episode of Friday Night SmackDown, he should literally vacate it. I think you should get a 30-day period, and if you don't defend it in 30 days, like Roman Reigns didn't for many of his days as champion, then you should vacate the title. But Cody Rhodes is probably gonna lose it in Clash in Paris. But by the way, this is a sick haircut. By the way, Cody, keep getting your haircut like this, bruh. With CM Punk with the Cult of Personality playing in the background. And Punk decided to be risky today and just do all black shorts. We see the Shuafala, the tribal thief, in Bronson Reed with Braun Breaker by his side. By the way, Braun, why do you put so much tanning spray on? Unbelievable. Before the bell could even ring, we saw B&B Security attack LA Knight and CM Punk, putting Bronson sending LA Knight into the corner while CM Punk rolls out of the ring after Braun hit him with the clothesline. LA Knight and CM Punk ended up getting Bronson Reed to the ropes, clotheslining him over the ropes and sending him to the outside. We saw Braun Breaker trying to do something to CM Punk. Don't know what it was, but he was trying to put him in a headlock thing. CM Punk was trying to grab Braun Breaker's almost bald head and try and pull out the many less hairs he has left. Hit 1, 2, 3, 4 clotheslines to the chest of Bronson Reed. He wouldn't go down, so he had to do a flying, jumping clothesline with all the momentum in the world to bring down the 320-pounder. This also allowed LA Knight to hit a inverted DDT. Finally tagged out and got to Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker set LA Knight up at the announcer's table, then got on the apron, then jumped onto LA Knight as he did the flying clothesline from the apron onto the announcer's table, and they went flying. They got back in sometime during commercial break, tried to hit the booty 5,000 splash on LA Knight's chest, but LA Knight reversed, letting Bronson Reed land on his butt and holding his butt for like 2 seconds to get the tag in on Braun Breaker and CM Punk. Bronson Reed put LA Knight on his shoulders, letting Braun Breaker hit a ginormous clothesline from the back of the head of LA Knight from the top rope. CM Punk finally got in there and hit a bunch of drop kicks and clotheslines to Braun Breaker, and even hit an elbow drop point to the sky and let it fly to Braun Breaker. As CM Punk was about to hit the GTS, the World Heavyweight Champion, who lied once again, who said he was going to the jet home to Davenport, Iowa, ended up interfering and hitting CM Punk in the back of the head. This allowed CM Punk to get hit in the back a bunch of times in the head by Seth Rollins. But main event, Jey Uso did not let the B&B security and Seth Rollins take over that long. He hit an aura form for 10 seconds, then took a chair to the back of Braun Breaker. As Jey Uso was about to use the chair on Bronson Reed, he went to go hit him, but Bronson Reed put his hand out and stopped the chair with all the force in the world. That was impressive. But somehow Jey Uso hit the Uso punches, tried to go for the thing, and then eventually got them out of the ring. Adam Pearce said, Seth, you lied. You lied to me. You lied to the people, and you're just a big liar. And this means but normally I would do something different, but this is an opportunity, he says. This is an opportunity to defend your championship. So in Clash in Paris, it will be main event Jey Uso. It will be LA Knight. Wait, hold on, I have to re-say it. It will be main event Jey Uso. Yeet. It will be LA Knight. Yeah. And it will be CM Punk. Yay. I don't know. And that's the Fatal 4-Way match at Clash in Paris for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is going to be cinema. The big egos of LA Knight and CM Punk got the best of them, letting them fight. Jay tried to get LA Knight off of him, but LA Knight ended up taking punches, elbowing Jay in the face and getting him a little angry. But Braun Breaker came in the ring as fast as possible and speared the ever-loving soul out of CM Punk. Braun Breaker ended up hitting another spear to LA Knight on the outside, and LA Knight is getting so good at selling these Braun Breaker spears to the outside, in the ring, wherever it is, the cement, it doesn't matter where it is. We saw the tribal thief, the Shuafala holder, and Bronson Reed hit a Sumami on main event Jey Uso. Yeet. Seth Rollins hit a stomp on Jey Uso and also hit one on CM Punk. And the Vision with B&B Security. Sorry, I'm just going to call it Seth Rollins with B&B Security because B&B Security is way better than the Vision. B&B Security with Seth Rollins ended up standing tall once again for like the 5th billion straight week in a row, but I'm not counting. Anyway, that was pretty good. Loved kind of a crazy main event. Another Clash in Paris championship match announced. Not announced, but announced. But that's gonna be a good match. I definitely can see it concocting. But yeah, my Clash in Paris predictions are already completely off. Anyway, that's all thought of, guys, today. Leave it in the comments below what you guys thought of this Monday Night Raw episode. Anyway, have a beautiful rest of the day. See you tomorrow. Bye.